Hey guys,
10
sorry.
seconds remaining.
Everyone, Love is Dead coming back here. IG versus Navi. This is the fourth game in the best of 5 series. IG 2 versus Navi with 1.
Reserve time.
So Navi get their pick. They get Leshrac and Rubik, two heroes that they used. Wait. No? I'm not sure. Did they use them when they won the first game? Anyways, back to it. Nagasiren going to be taken by Invictus Gaming. The Navi is giving that away. Their Anti-Mage has been banned out. The Morphling has been banned out. Lone Druid is still in the pool. As well as the Juggernaut and the Pudge. And I'm not sure if they're going to put Rubik. They put Rubik on. they put Rubik on Puppy last time and gave Dendi a DK, a Dragon Knight. And that really didn't work out for them. Dendi wasn't able to play his normal role, and wasn't it wasn't really an issue for Invictus Gaming to be able to catch him out and stun him up. Anyways, but Disruptor was sort of the unsung hero of that match, as well as Darkseer, who they have given away. But the Disruptor pulling everyone into the kinetic field, dealing a ton amount of damage. Navi finally picking up their Juggernaut, being played by Havas. He's going to be playing one of his more comfortable carries. Navi do need to win this in order to stay in the tournament, but IG also need to win this to take the $1 million. So anyways, Templar Assassin going to be picked up. That's going to be played by Ferrari.
Navi's turn
I
to
have to
ban.
see if they're going to throw any screwballs into this one. Banning out the Enchantress, but I do not see the Chen banned out, nor is it picked up. Perhaps they are going to... The Enigma is already banned out, so those are the three junglers, as well as Nature's Prophet. And they do need to play their strength, though. They had Light of Heaven on one of them, playing on the Nature's Prophet, and he was like, you couldn't really survive in the lane, so he went into the jungle, and that's really not Light of Heaven's big thing. Rubik wasn't playing in the jungle, that was played by Puppy. He was supporting in the mid lane. DK was played by Dendi, and they were just off on that game. Anyways, I think it's going to be more of a traditional thing here. Out from Navi, we have Invictus Gaming, and they just played a really strong game with Joe playing his usual role on the Lone Druid, doing a really great job. The Disruptor was goddamn amazing. You really have to check that one out, and he really won a lot of those team fights. Plus the Darkseer on YYF, every single gravity was hit at the right time. And it was just impeccable play coming out for IG on that one. But really, it was kind of the same thing. It's really about who. I think it's obvious. It means who gets power in the mid game. They actually Navi banning out Disruptor. They really don't have to deal with that again, especially now that they have Darkseer. They don't want to get everyone caught in the kinetic field, but that leaves Tidehunter and Sand King. Sand King's probably not going to get picked up, but Tidehunter is available, and I think they're going to take that because that's going to couple really well with Nagasiren, and it kind of works really well into their laning situation right now, I would say.
10 seconds remaining.
But giving away the Tidehunter Nagasiren combination is very hard to deal with, so I hope Navi have an idea. Actually, they did do this. They did do this one game.
Navi's turn to pick.
No. They give away Nagasiren as well as Tidehunter. I can't remember. Yeah, I think they did, and they did play against it. They have played against this strategy before. It wasn't with the Templar Assassin and a Darkseer, though. So not only is Tidehunter an issue, but they do have Queen of Pain still in the setup. So Queen of Pain can deal a ton of damage coupled with the Darkseer, as well as the Tidehunter. So this may be a difficult team fight for Navi to go up against. Invictus Gaming drafting really well right now. They are drafting fantastically.
Reserve time.
Going into reserve time here from Navi, trying to see how they're going to round out their role and what they're going to decide to pick up. They could pick up many things, and it's really hard to predict exactly what they're going to do. If they're going to try to throw some kind of screwball into this, they don't really have anything to deal with the Nagasiren ultimate. Except for Rubik if he's able to steal that, but he's really going to focus on stealing the Tidehunter Ravage. Dendi is fantastic at doing that, so he's going to have to play that role. But They do not have junglers, and they do not have anyone that's capable of jungling right now, so they're going to have to play a tri-lane support to get farm on Juggernaut. Remains to be seen if they're going to try to throw. The last time they did this, and they won because they screwed up the lanes against LGD, they put Juggernaut on the top lane, supported, and was able to get a lot of farm up on him, and left a hero that didn't really need a whole lot of farm. I can't remember which one, down in the bottom lane against a tri-lane. So losing out on that one for LGD and just screwing up the lanes and sort of switching them around whenever they needed. Oh!
IG's
Oh!
turn to pick.
What? Excuse me?
Navi's turn to pick.
Okay. That means that Juggernaut is going to have to be played by Dendi, I think. Keeper of the Light is going to be the last one out from Invictus Gaming. That gives them even more blast team fight for this Nagasarian Ultimate. So that's going to be hard to deal with. But Navi, got to make sure that they don't outgroup up. And they really need to control the mid game with Juggernaut.
10 seconds remaining.
I think Voss is going. I don't know. I have no idea what they're going to do. Nyx Assassin. Okay, I don't even really know really well what his build is or anything like that. I don't know what's going on. Just gonna throw that out there. I have no idea. All right, Havas. I'm gonna introduce them once they get themselves in. Puppey playing on Nyx. Okay. Throwing a curveball into this one. They're gonna have to see if this works. This is a Hail Mary that I think Navi are throwing to try to save the competition. If they lose out on the big prize pool and they lose their title as defending champions. They will go into second place, which is still quite a respectable position. Invictus Gaming here, though, drafting really well. If their strategy, which is, again, team fight, is going to work out for them, which has a really good potential to work out, and I really don't know what Navi are planning. But if that works out, they are. This is a dangerous game. IG have just drafted, I think, really well in terms of in my opinion. Have fun, good luck. Coming out from Havast, still a sportsman, even though they are down. But Navi, not the team to lose when they're down. So we'll have to see how the lanes are going to work out. If Navi lose their lanes, they're kind of screwed. They're just checking the level 1 Roshan. Anyways, Voss is going to be playing the Juggernaut. Light of Heaven is going to be taking the Lone Druid, actually in a solo lane. That's actually pretty good. Puppey is actually going to be taking the Nyx Assassin. The Shrek is going to be played by Arsart. Dendi going to be playing his role that I really don't know how many times. I don't think he's lost this role very much. With the Rubik, we have YYF playing on the Darkseer again. Ferrari again on the Templar Assassin. Great Templar Assassin from Ferrari. Zhou is going to be playing the Naga Siren. Going to be farming up on that one. Chuan taking the Tide Hunter. And Faith going to be playing Keeper of the Light. And that's going to be a tri-lane on bottom. And there's going to be solo Lone Druid. We're going to have, it's going to be faced up against YYF, who's also going to be solo. Ferrari is going to be solo as well. And the hard lane is going to be a tri-lane with Havast Puppey and Arsart. The one thing I do like about it's just I don't even know what to say. This is going to be an exciting matchup. I really want to see how they pan themselves together with this one. Anyways, the creeps are coming in here, and we will see. They're going to have a level 1 engagement. I've never seen a tri-lane with Nyx Assassin before, so he's going to try to add Keeper of the Light. Just so much damage with that stun, and just a lot of damage coming out from the Riptide as well. Chuan doesn't actually. They're going for the AoE damage. Everyone is able to get that, and just going to be backing off, force them to back off. Although they did gain a little bit of control of the creep wave momentum. I really think there's going to be a first blood here on the bottom lane. And I don't think Ferrari or Dendi are going to give up first blood. Nyx going to pick up with the rune, and Light of Heaven is probably not going to die. No one's going to die, I don't think, on the top lane either. I think it's really going to be about the tri-lane coming out here, because Puppey, we have taken the Impale. We have Havas taken the Blade Fury, and Leshrac with the Split Earth. So instead of Sand King, perhaps they're going for the Nyx Assassin. If they get an Impale out, they're going to be able to hit a Split Earth and a Blade Fury, and that would be First Blood. However, on the IG side, they have Anchor Smash, deals a good amount of damage, and this Illuminate just deals ridiculous damage, as well as the Riptide that's going to be able to come up from Nagasarian. However, the Tri-Lane versus Tri-Lane, the onus is on Na'Vi to get the kills, because if they don't, they give away the farm in the jungle, as you can see, and they'll lose this Tri-Lane. Both teams are going to have a hard time farming. It is actually YYF taking the lead, and Lone Druid falling a little bit farther behind in terms of this thing, and the Ion Shell just doing a lot of damage to Spirit Bear. So Light of Heaven, I'm not sure how strong that hero is on him, and the Stout Shield actually is doing nothing against the Ion Shell. He's going to have to respawn that bear, and probably going to lose it pretty quickly, although 2 minutes before it's dead so far, so he may just be able to keep doing that. Dendi going to get this rune, actually hasn't finished off his bottle, still a little bit a ways away from that, but that rune should allow him to do it. We have Templar Assassin actually going to be finishing up the bottle. First, that's going to give her a slight advantage in the lane, especially coupled with her refraction damage, and haven't pointed anything into Meld yet, just going with the Side Blades, still able to deal a ton of damage to Dendi. Rubik is quite squishy in lane.
Top tower is under
And
attack.
the top tower actually going to be under attack. Why, Light of Heaven just having a really bear of a time, haha, against Darkseer and the Ion Shell. He's really just not able to deal enough damage to push him back yet, and YYF is going to just keep leveling up his Surge as well as Ion Shell. And once he gets his Soul Ring, which he is nearing, he's really going to be a hard thing for him, for Lone Druid to be able to deal with. Arcite right now is going to be caught out with an Ensnare. Gush is going to fly off. The Keeper of the Light nuke hits him as well, but he was able to survive that one. We have Havas getting actually 13 last hits up on Havas. Nagasarian has 10, so they're not too far behind. And looks like they got nothing else on, nothing really to speak of on the other heroes in this matchup. Havas actually missing that last hit. Really, every last hit counts. Every little detail of this situation counts. And I hear it coming out, the nuke. And that was actually just to deal with, it was actually just a farm up apparently, because it didn't hit. And there's Puppey rotating up. Once he hits level 6, he may be able to deal with Templar Assassin, and Dendi may be able to nuke out a kill with the ganks that Puppey are going to be able to come out with. We have another, or actually is that Chakra magic that I'm hearing and not Illuminate? Are they the same? They sound nearly the same. There's Rubik in here in the mid lane. He has an illusion rune. He's just dealing with Templar Assassin. And, actually, Templar Assassin is winning just a bit. How's the XP going? Level 4 versus level 5, so winning in terms of experience as well. I mean, Rubik he's good. He can be used in mid lane, but he still has a hard time with it, especially against Templar Assassin, who can negate a lot of the damage that he can do. He's going to need help in order to get a gank. And still the Tri-Lane, still no kills happening just yet. No first blood has been spilled. They're just trying to make sure that they get the farm, and the nuke coming out from Keeper of the Light. Not going to deal a lot of damage, didn't have a lot of time to charge it up, but able to get some last hits up in there. Levels, how are we levels working out? Level 4 on Nagasarian, even though not as much farm as Havas, but out leveling him because he just has to stay protected with Puppey and Arcite. This Tri-Lane really has to be very careful. Everybody has to make sure that they play impeccably and do not lose a kill. Both of these setups really have potential to take a team fight. The nuke actually not going to deal a ton of damage. We have Nyx. I think he was able to Spike Carapace reflects damage, so he's not going to take damage every 6 seconds, and it's actually going to be reflected off onto Faith here. So that's actually a really good pickup. I don't really think they I don't know if they really expected that. They did see Keeper of the Light picked up first, but Havas actually getting a good amount of last hits right there. Anyways, we have a battle for the rune. The 6-minute rune hasn't been placed yet. There it comes, and Rubik picks it up, steals it away, and he's actually able to steal refraction. That's going to be tough for Ferrari to have to deal with. He's trying to get rid of it right now. He needs a couple more. He's actually, look at all his damage he's able to negate. He does have a double damage that he popped out to be able to do this, and he's going to have to back off. He does pop off. He's just, with him, with refraction, that's actually an excellent spell for him to have stolen. As we have action up here in the tri-lane, perhaps. Puppey kind of low on life. And Nagasari gonna get Havas. This is probably gonna be first blood. And we have Arsar coming in. Actually, Havas not getting it. And it looks like Nagasari is gonna be first blood. It looks like Nagasari, Lichtrak is able to get first blood, but he's gonna be killed off now by Chuan. I think no, not able to do so. They're running away. Havas is now gonna be slowed up, and that is going to be the second kill of the game. That is good for Na'Vi, but they may continue to pressure in this tower. Although free farm up on Dendi, and how is Light of Heaven doing with his Spirit Bear? He's doing really good, although the YYF is getting a good amount of farm. He's still trying to keep up, and he's maxed out on farm. 18 last hits now on Nagasarian. That is really not where Nagasarian wants to be. Ferrari did have to leave the lane for that, which is quite dangerous, and allows Dendi to gain a slight advantage. An intense matchup. As you can see, everything really has to go right, and everyone has to commit. Everyone has to commit in order for this to work. Mana Burn is up on Na'Vi, skilled 1 point into Mana Burn. 2 levels left until he's able to go invisible and be a huge ganking power. Dendi just going to sit in the lane. He's now with this refraction, which is just a little bit more time left. He is definitely more powerful than Ferrari because he does have a nuke available, and he does have a stun available. That is one of the major benefits of having Ferrari. That's one of the major benefits of having Templar Assassin. But Light of Heaven, he has a couple things left on the bear, so he's just eating the damage out from the Ion Shell, knowing it's not going to be taken down yet enough. And it looks like we had a little bit, not really an engagement, but here we do. Now we have an Ensnare coming up on him. We have a nuke going on him. Gush is going to follow it up. He popped down the healing. And now the nuke coming out from there. Chuan is now going to be caught up. We have the Diabolic Edict popped off. Chuan taking a lot of damage. They need to be able to stun him up. They need to be able to slow him down. Nagasari going to come in with another nuke. They do miss the stun. And now Havas is going to be caught out. He's going to go down. Oh, Battle Fury. And he's going back in. He's not giving up on this one. He is going to die. He is dead. That is Havas going down for that one. Probably should have backed himself away. It looked like he thought he had enough damage to be able to deal with it, but it was not enough. Now, and Rubik is just going to be a pretty, anything the Templar Assassin, anything, he's actually able to steal 2 spells. Oh no, he's not able to steal 2 spells, just 1 spell. But anything Templar Assassin uses, in terms of spell, Rubik is going to be hugely powerful if he steals. Where's the build? Do we have anything interesting on Light of Heaven? Light of Heaven has Phase Boots finished up, and Ring of Regen, actually, just to deal with the Ion Shell that he has to deal with. And now we have an engagement up here on Dendi. We have Cyanide Trap going to stop him up. Puppey is now in here. He's going to hit a stun this time, so is going to be locked down just a little bit. Mana Burn, going to deal a little bit of damage, and now Ferrari is going to be caught out now. Refraction is up on him. We do have the Psionic Trap locked down, and Ferrari is really slow right now. Puppey, they're not going to lose anything to this one. Meanwhile, bottom lane, we have Havas going to be chasing out Faith. Is he level 6? No, he's not level 6. Powering up the healing ward. No points into his thing. And Harsar is going to pull off the Diabolic Edict. Are they able to get themselves? Actually, they're going to be able to kill Chuan for this one. Chuan going to be coming. Chuan coming in here. They deal damage to Arsar. They're trying to push him back. Chuan trying to look around. Arsar is able to get away from this. Puppey is now here, and he comes. He is able to scare off IG enough to get away, but Ferrari looking to get a gank, and actually going to find out Puppey, and Dendi is here with a Psionic Trap of his own, and Pale going to go out on him. Puppey looking in a bad situation. Puppey goes down. Dendi has to be careful right now, trying to get the rune, looking for the rune. He actually gets the rune, is able to get himself away. Havas is now here. A lot of team fight happening. Zoe is actually going to be able to get away, has to pop off the ultimate defensively, and Havas. Level 5, going to be scary once he has the Omni Slash with all the damage they're going to be able to do. AA is still here. They still want to take this team fight. They're not giving up. Nagasarian goes down. Ferrari goes down. The ultimate coming out here from Havas, but it is taken up by the refraction. That was a bit of a mistake from him. Faith coming in now. Havas needs to get himself away. He's able to get out. No, he eats an Ionic Trap, and I have a Lag Spike. Go away, Lag Spike. And he's able to avoid the damage from there. Battle Fury coming out. Dendi coming back in. Arsar putting off Mechanism. He's going to be able to save him. Arsar going to take a lot of damage. Dendi, get away. Arsar, no Lag Spike, no Lag Spike. Arsar is still alive. How are you still alive, man? How are you still alive? There is no reason for you to be alive right now. And he's going to get away. Holy shank. That is... Rubik died somewhere. But that leaves Free Farm up on Light of Heaven. And wow, that was some incredible, intense play on both sides. YYF not coming back. It looks like Ultimate popped off from Light of Heaven. He's going to pull himself up, and looks like he's going to go into the jungle right now. He has a good amount of farm, nearing 3,000 gold, getting closer to that Sacred Relic and the Radiance. They haven't tried to pressure him with. The ganks have not come out from him. And Puppey just going to eat a Riptide. In the middle lane right now, Ferrari going to be caught out the Refraction, negating a ton of damage, but the Battle Fury is going to be pulled off here, and I think this is going to be the end of Ferrari. Finally, Ferrari is going to go down. He does go down. Juggernaut takes the kill. Chuan teleporting himself in right here. Diabolic Edict popped off, was going to try to go for him, but he missed the stun, and now it looks like YYF is going to be... No, it's just going to be the rune that they have, and Refraction now taken by Dendi. So that is the problem of having Dendi face up against you. When he is playing Rubik and you're playing Templar Assassin, he can steal your spells. He's really good at it. Really freaking good at it. I really like Dendi playing his stronger role. And actually, anything happening up here? Our side popped off the Diabolic Edict yet again. We're going to slow up the... oh no, our side is probably going to go down to this. There's a... No, but it's Dendi coming out here from the backside to save him. Tidehunter coming in. Now going to stun up Dendi. Dendi is actually looking not so great. He's going to go down to this. There's no way he can get away. And Darkseer is able to get the kill on that one. But Ferrari showing that he's not out of the game. Going to go up on Light of Heaven. Going to try to get a gank on him. Perhaps not. Perhaps that's not what they're going to do. Faith is in the middle lane, right here, up against Nyx, which is able to negate that damage with his spiked Carapace. And bottom lane, Havas is going to be faced up right up against Zhou. And I haven't talked about the farm, but it looks like Zhou is not getting the farm he wants to, and Light of Heaven is doing a really good job. Dendi is above Ferrari by 10, and Havas beating out Zhou by 10 as well. So Ferrari actually getting rid of this lane. They're going to try to push it in to start giving some harassment to Light of Heaven. They do have 3 of them here. They're going to be smoked up for this, and they may catch Light of Heaven out. He's going to have to be very careful. And I hope he is going to be able to TP. He may need to TP at us. Actually, they're going to rotate themselves down. Going into the mid lane, looking at Puppey and Dendi. Puppey is now level 6, so he can go invis. Dendi does not have any spells on him, and the gank coming out. Psionic Trap, going to catch him out. He's going to pulled in by the vacuum, but not finished off just yet, and Ravage going to be popped off. That's going to be the end of him. Puppey is now invisible. He's able to escape from that one, so just 1 kill going the way of IG, but an important kill nonetheless. They are now 6 against 4, and we're going to take a look at the Dire, our advantage in the gold. The experience is swinging around with all these kills, but going the way of the Radiant right now. They do have to pop up before Forgations to save their tower. But I think they may be able to take this tower. No one is here to defend it. Havas is trying to deal as much harassment as he can to Zhou, but still having a hard time doing it. Anyways, Faith going to send off the thing, and Puppey going to take the Spike Carapace, going to save him from that nuke damage. Actually, it doesn't save him from the nuke damage, it reflects it. Anyways, YYF still doing a good job of farming up. He has a Mechanism finished up as well as a Soul Ring. But it's not really the carry that they really want to have, although it's still being a huge presence right now. And they're going to get Havas for this. That is not good. This is starting to swing the way of IG again, and the kill goes down to Tidehunter. Navi's looking to push into the lanes, and a little IG just playing on impeccable plays in these team fights, and able to make sure they don't lose as well as get the kills. Look at Puppey's going to be caught right now. He's going to be pulled down invisible, and that's going to be finishing him off. Dendi going to go down as well. This is starting to spiral out of control for them. They have to be very, very careful because IG is just playing a fantastic mid-ganking game. They are showing that they have the ability to stand in team fights, even though that Nagasarian basically has no farm. That she's still a huge problem in terms of team fights because of the Ensnare and the Riptide that she's able to dish out. Light of Heaven, though, has finished off the Sacred Relic and is getting closer to the Radiance. That was the turning point last game. The Radiance was the turning point last game, where Lone Druid came into the team fights, and IG, they don't have the amount of map control that they had last game as well. They do have the team fight advantage. They are getting the kills, but they're not taking towers. So it's still anyone's game. It is definitely, Na'Vi definitely have to play a little bit more carefully and can't keep getting caught out. Nyx Assassin probably needs to start doing something. He is 0 for 2. Puppey, that's not like the normal role that Puppey likes to play. I don't know. I mean, he's very fantastic ganker with his Chen, with his Enigma. There's a little bit of a different case playing the Nyx Assassin. Really wanted to throw Screwball, though. IG may have figured them out, and they are smoking up for this. They have figured out that they really need to keep pressing their teamfight advantage to shut down Na'Vi. Here we go. They're going to rotate up here. I don't know if they have vision, and I think they're trying to decide if they want to go on Light of Heaven or not. Light of Heaven being careful, he's going into the woods, and he's close to his relic, so he does not want to die. IG not going to find him in the woods. They're not going to go up to the tower, and the bear is going to do a little bit of scouting action for him. And I think they have figured out, they saw that, I think they may have seen that this Iron Shell has popped off. So Light of Heaven, yes, he's seen it, and he's backing away. He's not going to take any of that. And the Tire loses a tower down to Naga Siren while this is happening, even with a bunch of heroes there. And TP is coming up here, trying to defend their tier 2, their tier 1 tower. This is the map control that IG wants to have, and Na'Vi really can't give it away if they want to be really relevant in this. So Illusion is taking a lot of damage before it goes down. The top tower melts away. IG taking the lead in terms of towers. This is their strength. This is what they've shown the entire way, that they're able to take these towers and they are capable of pressing their advantage once they start getting it. And there's the gold. The gold graph is now going heavily in favor of the Radiant. Here we go. YYF going to be caught out right now, but not enough damage to be able to take him out. Puppey is going to be slowed down. Dendi taking a lot of damage. Ravage is going to be popped off. Dendi goes down. Puppey goes down as well. That team fight goes the wrong way. Havas not able to deal enough damage. He needs to get himself out of this one, but he's not going to be able to do so. Actually, sorry, he is going to be able to do so, but I kind of thought that they might have had something to be able to stop him with. Light of Heaven is going to be caught out down here in the bottom, and he's not going to be able to TP himself away. That is an important kill for IG, on top of all the kills that they already just got. And Na'Vi just not able to stand where they have been. They are now on the back foot. The both experience is starting to spiral. They only have 4 kills down to 12. This was the same position they were in last game, and it did not work out well for them. Puppey just not able to deal enough damage. Going on YYF was probably the wrong thing to do, just because Darkseer is just a huge tank, and he has the mechanism, he's got the Hood of Defiance up. Probably needed to pick on something like Keeper of the Light to be able to secure that kill. Hand is sweating from all this Dota. I'm going to have to take a break from this. I shouldn't go back and play a game, although I may find myself doing that. I don't even know what time it is. It's like 1:30 in the morning for me.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tower is going to be pressured in by Na'Vi. And Na'Vi's middle tower, they're just ignoring it right now. They need to continue pushing it to try to get the map control. The Radiance is up on the Bear. It is now their time to team fight. They have the ultimate, the nuke coming out from Light of Heaven. They're going to be pulled in yet again by the Darkseer. That throws them off so badly. Really throws them off, and they have the Darkseer wall, so he has to run through that in order to take this team fight, and they are going to have to back themselves away until that Darkseer wall is down and try to finish off the Bear. The Bear getting himself away, though. Not enough nuke damage to be able to take him out, and now he's backing off all the way. I mean, snare up on the Bear that may, if they have some kind of other stun, they should be able to finish that one off. If he can't be blinked away while he's taking damage. So yeah, the Bear goes down. Light of Heaven now has 50 seconds before that Radiance is back. He has no farm right now until the Bear is back. And this means that, I don't know if IG know that he cannot respawn the Bear, but they're continuing to pressure into the tier 2 tower. Going to be able to take that one. What is the farm looking like on them? They're going for the Lincoln Sphere build on Naga Siren, straight for that one. Not going to get the Vanguard. We have Ferrari has Blink Dagger. That's a pretty huge item for Ferrari.
Dire's
And
top
YYF looking really, really farmed in this game. Really hard to take down the Darkseer. They are going to take down... The Puppey was not able to get the
Dire's
deny.
bottom tower
He
has
is
fallen.
invisible for this, but he's pretty low on life. And now they're not going to stop. They're going to continue to pressure. They want to get themselves a barracks. That is what they're looking for. Leshrac doesn't have much farm and really not much of a mana pool to work with for him. He really needs a ton of mana to be able to be useful. Juggernaut has been basically a non-issue right now. Hasn't even finished up with Vanguards. Definitely nowhere near the Battle Fury he had in the other game. He was able to dominate and Gravity Vacuum pulling him again. Yet again, he's going to negate all the magic damage by the ensnare, and he's going to be sent back to base. He's going to get out, or yeah, he was sent back to base. Actually, now he was going to be finished off. I don't even know if he went. And it's Ferrari now gets up an entangling route. The Nagasaki popping out. The ultimate, though, is going to stop that from happening. They're still right there. They're going to pull in into Gravity yet again. They're going to probably get a Riptide. They aren't able to do it. Zoe's now caught out. He's now finished off. And YYF is caught out right now. They are going to be able to get rid of him. YYF goes down. That is 2 heroes down for IG. The team fight did not go their way. They lost. They did get 2 for 1, but they did lose 2 of their big heroes for it. And Navi not out of this game quite yet, but actually look at this lane. This lane is pushed out pretty hard right now. And IG actually buy back. They know that the Roshan is happening. There's no other, or perhaps no. Joe just wanted to get rid of the top tier 2 tower. I don't know why she bought back. I don't even know if that was a good idea. We have a smoke in from Chuan. He's going to go. He has his Ravage available. They know that this is happening. Dendi is out here. They have the nuke coming in. Puppey taking a lot of damage for it. Light of Heaven has to get out. He's getting caught out right now. Zhou is in here. He has an entangling root. They're going to try to finish her off. Ravage is now popped off, getting everyone! And Darkseer is still dead. Rubik goes down. And this is a lag spike that I don't want to have to deal with. Come back. No! No! Where is my game? Twitch. Alright, here they go. I'm looking at this in the freaking... I have to cast this from the stream. Anyways, Light of Heaven taken down. They're turning around the team fight. Nagasari has been finished off. No one is... Actually, Nyx is dead. Rubik is dead. Light of Heaven has to run back. We have the Psionic Trap. Going to catch out Light of Heaven. The bear... Arsar goes down. IG Chuan is here. He's going to look at the bear. There are 2 heroes left on Navi's side. They're continuing to press what they have of their advantage of the team fight. And is my game back up yet or at all? No, I get kicked out. Go back in. Go back in, you stupid game. Alright, here we go. And in the middle over here, we have, they're going to take the tier 2 tower right now. IG, there's nothing that Navi can really do to defend against it, although they are trying to. They're giving it their best. Voss has jumped himself in. Battle Fury up, and they're able to get a stun up on Chuan and YYF, but YYF pulling in yet another awesome vacuum. And it looks like they are taking a lot of damage. Darkseer wall has been placed down. Puppey's taking a lot of damage from this. And it looks like YYF is going to be finished off right now. Pulse Nova is going to deal a lot of damage. They lose Darkseer as well as Nagasari. Ferrari is going to back himself away. He's really low on life. Pulse Nova takes him out. That is 3 down for IG. I need to check back in with my client because it is not loaded yet. And mother of God, please come back. And they're going to go for Roshan. They really want to get Roshan. And they should be able to do it. They are going to be able to get Roshan. And I hope my freaking game. How can you do this to me? Oh, why? Disconnected from server. Come on, man. How did I get caught out of this? This sucks. Oh boy, I can't actually. Can I do this? All right. Damage control. Damage control. Screen region. Turn off DX Tori. So here you go. This is what I'm doing. This is how it's going to be. I'm streaming the stream. Anyways, they're focusing on Faith. And I canceled out my thing. There we go. Focusing now on Faith. And the team fight has not happened. Navi backing away from the team fight. They're going back to their base. IG are focusing up again. Going to continue to try to press their advantage. They don't want to lose another team fight, though. That is what Navi are going to be able to do to turn this game around. Anything else, if they don't get their team fights, it is not going to work out. For Navi. They're going to keep pressuring it, and I can't even check my stream I can't even check my client because there might be something I might miss. Anyways, Light of Heaven going to take some nuke damage. He's actually at half health right now, but he has a Radiance as well as a Vlad's finished up, and they're putting that on him, and they have a smoke up from Na'Vi, and he does have Aegis Immortal, by the way. They are smoking, and they're looking to get another kill. And let me check if my game is frickin' come on. Quit. Dota. This might be a mistake by me. Start. Are you serious? You need to give out like an update or something, or a sync? Let's start that up again. Go back. Back to my stream. Anyways, we have an engagement. Do we have an engagement right here? No, they're backing off from their smoke. We're unable to. Doesn't look like they're able to get a kill. And waiting for my Dota to load. YYF. A little bit of farming. I think things have relaxed just a bit, and it looks like they're pulling up the gold graph right now. That the Radiant actually, yeah, the experience and gold were definitely in favor of the Dire, but they're pulling it. Radiant was definitely pulling it back, but Na'Vi definitely not out of the game, even though they lost a lot. They got actually they're evening it up right now, 16 to 11. I am so freaking lost right now because I have got caught out by this stupid. Watch the tournament. I can't even find the tournament. Holy crap. Please let me back into the game. I'm going to do this so I can see. Grouping up in the middle lane. IG does not want to back off from this fight. And I'm not going to do so. They really want to continue to press their advantage. Do not want to let Na'Vi farm. That's basically what the story is. And if they are able to let the Lone Druid get bigger and bigger, and I mean, Show is just not getting a lot of last hits. Really, it hasn't even finished off. It looks like has not finished off has not finished off the Lincoln Sphere. It doesn't really have much else to be able to do with. I'm really mad that I cannot see. Freaking. Oh. There's pulling up some items right now. I am completely lost if I don't have control. They're talking about some items and not doing anything else, so I can't comment on it. Look at that Roshan. Roshan is still dead. Freaking. Give me the game. Anyways, it looks like Light of Heaven is just going to be continuing to farm. Probably going to go for the Assault Cuirass build, which is traditional on the Lone Druid after you get the Radiance. Moving around the map. I don't know what they're doing, so I can't talk about it. Oh, man. How did this... There are like 40,000 people still watching the game. How can I not view it? What? Anyways, still no engagement happening. IG seems to be backing off. They're not pressuring as much as they were previously. Not pressuring as much as they were previously, and it's playing a little bit more safe now that Na'Vi were able to take sort of like 2 team fights and be able to get Roshan. They know that Aegis on the Bear is a pretty big thing. Aegis on the Lone Druid, not the Bear. And it looks like Na'Vi want to get this tower. They're going to continue to pressure that one in. Is my stream correct? Yes, my stream is correct. Anyways, it looks like they're going to be backing off. Na'Vi are not really ready to go in and try to force a team fight, so perhaps they need to really bait something out here. They're really trying to look to bait something out here and get IG off, catch them off inside their own home area, as well as protect their own home area. But I can't really tell exactly who has the advantage in terms of map control, just because IG are playing a little bit safer, and Zhou doesn't have much farm. Still looking, actually, so she has like 2,500, 2,200 gold, and that's still a little bit ways away from the Lincoln Sphere. But she's farming up the jungle like she should be doing, taking that farm away from Light of Heaven. And looks like, I don't know what Havost has been doing lately, but he needs to get a lot bigger. The Lincoln Sphere, yes, Lincoln Sphere now finished up on Naga Siren, and that's going to make her more formidable in terms of game. Just let me in, please. Anyways, Ferrari hasn't actually gone for a Yasha build. That is not going for the Desolator. So Yasha, probably a Sanjin Yasha to help her slow down instead of, I don't think she really needs a Manta, or she could do it though. Side Blades could be a big factor. We have a smoke up from Na'Vi. It looks like they're roaming inside their own jungle, trying to catch Nagasirene out, but they're not going to find anyone. There's no one on the map that they're able to find right there. And I seriously wish I could figure out why I was just kicked out of this match. Maybe one of my Steam friends knows what just happened. We'll check that out. Did he get kicked out, or am I the only one? Looks like he's watching it. No, he didn't get kicked out. I'm the only one. Oh, god damn it. Just gonna have to keep trying. Give the old college try or whatever. There's a Na'Vi showing that they can show themselves in the lane, and it's going to be a group up of 5. And even the stream is screwing me over right now. I can't. This has been. I can't do anything. This is. Can't do anything. Alright, the stream is back. Trying to load up in the game. It seems to be chugging along. Just came back for my friend, and what the heck is this? God. Yes, I'm back in the game! No broadcaster. Sweet. I can do what I want now, and I can be in control. I am really screwed, and I am out of control. Net worth is going to be pulled up right now. Alright, I want to check on Voss. How's Voss doing right now? He's got a Vanguard. He's got a Drum of Endurance, and he's looking pretty good. In terms of farm, but we have YYF is still got huge amounts of farm. Nagasari now caught up in farm with the Lincoln Sphere, and the rest of Na'Vi just not having any terms of farm. When I look at the gold graph in terms of the Radiant, favor of the Radiant, XP graph on favor of the Radiant. Na'Vi can still turn it around right now, but they really need to start taking the team fight or be able to do something like take map control. They only have 1 tower to their name. This is very unlike Na'Vi. It looks like Ferrari has gotten a Manta style. That was the build she was going for. That's going to give her just more attack speed and more presence. IG Chuan has got a Ghost Scepter as well as a Blink Dagger, so that pop initiation is going to be fantastic on him. We have Pipe of Insight up on Darkseer as well as the Mechanism, which some people say isn't a good idea, but whatever. And he's going to be going for the Shiva's Guard, and it's just going to be hard to take him down. It's really just going to be hard for anyone on Navi's side to take anyone down on the IG side. But Puppy right now getting 2 bracers. Yeah, the Vlad's up on Light of Heaven, and they do take out that. They do have the Hyperstone. I'm actually putting the Gem of True Sight up on the Lone Druid in order to deal with Templar Assassin and any sort of smoke ganks that IG have up their sleeve. And Joe just doing his little farming thing, has still 3,000 gold, so could be spending that. Could get a Vanguard still. And actually, probably a little bit of a non-issue with the Vanguard, so could be going for the Radiance. That would be a Sacred Relic. Na'Vi are grouping up down to defend. Yet again, they sense the push coming out from IG and Zhou. We talked about Zhou. Keeper of the Light actually has a Drum of True Sight. He's got a Tranquil Boots. It makes him a little bit more faster, which is great for him. And I don't know who else in terms of. I mean, Ferrari's got the farm, but I really think Templar Assassin is really a mid-game hero. So we're going to have to see. She's still going to be able to melt away Rubik, but Dendy's got his core build item up with the Blink Dagger Force Staff. And they're going to go for Roshan. They're going to get it too. And I don't think that Na'Vi, they're going to smoke up for it, but it's going to be late to the party and may not be able to get it in time. They're rotating down. There's going to be Havas who's going to have to jump in, but his team really isn't there for the initiation. They're going to have to go for it. They're going to try to go for it. They're low on life. Zoe is going to pop off the ultimate in order to do so, and they're going to get the Roshan, just like that. That means Havas is caught out. I don't really think they expected that. He gets himself, blinked himself away, and he's actually right there. And, I don't know what happened. How did that happen? I think that was Templar, some junk coming out with Keeper of the Light that I'm not familiar with. Anyways, they do finish off Puppey, who gets caught up, but they're not going to get anyone else. It seems Na'Vi on the back foot right now without that Roshan kill. It's going to give power to IG to continue with the map control. But as you can see, Light of Heaven has finished up the Assault Cuirass, and Vladimir's offering on him, so he's going to be quite a tank to be able to take out. But they, even with the advantages that they have, IG backing off a little bit, they're not going to continue to pressure in. Need a little bit more farm. I'm not sure what item they are waiting for, but I think Templar Assassin definitely has to be careful. Oh no, with the Crystallis, she's going to be very much of a problem. Has finished up the Crystallis, probably going for the Daedalus. I don't really think an MKB would make sense at all.
Let's make this perfectly clear.
Perfectly cleaner? I don't really think that makes any sense. He's trying to go up in the jungle, trying to get the farm. He's got a ring of health up on him, so it's going to keep him more survivable in terms of team fight once he builds probably a headdress or something like that, or a hood of Defiance. Going to make him more tankable. Both teams scrounging around for farm. Both teams want to win this. This is $1 million on the line right now. $1 million on the line, and no one wants to make a mistake when $1 million are on the line. Would you? I would. It's a big, big match. Both teams, second place isn't bad, but everyone wants first place. Joe, he's got 1,400 gold, so far away from Radiant if he needs to build that one, unless it's coming out of the Courier, which it is. Wait. Where is it? Oh, Diffusal Blade is what he was looking for next. Not going to build a Radiance. The Diffusal Blade is great on her. It gives her mana burn, able to pop off more damage, and able to slow someone down. So Light of Heaven and the rest of the Na'Vi squad are going to have to be careful of getting caught out by the amount of slow that is going to be coming out from both Templar Assassin and Ferrari has been spot on with these psionic traps. And, still placing them around to give them vision. You know, one in the Roshan pit. You got one up on the rune. Actually, there's only two. But both teams looking to try to get some farm. They do have a smoke up here, and it looks like Na'Vi are going to go in. They see where IG is. They do want to take the team fight to them. Templar Assassin is far, far away. Has a TB scroll. Can come with that. They're going a little bit further west than they should be. No, they're going to get the Courier. That's what they're going to do, and it's going to give them a little bit more gold. But it's not sort of the team fight thing that they may perhaps were looking for, and they realized that IG was able to. IG was grouped up down there, so they didn't want to engage on a grouped up Song of Siren and Ravage. Foss now getting a little bit of armor. Wonder what he's going to be building up with that one, because they already have an Assault Cuirass. They have an Assault Cuirass on the bear. I don't know. Does he really want to go with a Shivas to slow them down? Perhaps. That would make a little bit of sense. Slow them down, deal a little bit of burst damage, and make him a little bit more relevant. He hasn't picked up an Aghanim Scepter either, so his Omni Slash is may start to peter off. I really haven't seen it come out too many times from him. Anyways, Chuan going to teleport himself away. Neither team wants to initiate again. IG going to play the smart game and feed off of Na'Vi, taking away the farm inside their jungle. But Na'Vi are down in the bottom lane here. They have a TP coming out, 2 TPs. Actually, Keeper of the Light, they really don't want to lose their tier 1 tower. And going to just... Actually, it's not really that they want to lose it, it's just that they know Na'Vi want to take it. So they're going to use that knowledge to their advantage. There's Puppey going to dive himself in here. He's going to be revealed off by the tower if he goes in any further. And here they go. They're going to reveal themselves. Dendi jumping himself in. Wildlife going to be caught out. Ravage going to be popped off from that. Dendi, he's probably not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to steal the Ravage off of the ultimate coming out from Havas. Nyx Assassin goes down. The Pulse Nova dealing a good amount of damage, but he is finished off. And Light of Heaven is going to be able to take it. Going to be taken out. And it looks like the boss is getting caught out as well, and he is going to finish up. There's 3 heroes down on the Na'Vi side. IG taking that team fight, and that is really not the momentum that IG needed to be able to start to push in. I don't know if they're going to lose a Rax for it, but they do have the potential to do so. Juggernaut can buy back. Let's see. No, there are no buybacks, so they're probably going to lose the racks for this.
Dire's bottom tower is
Or
under
no,
attack.
well, I don't know. It really depends on how this turns out. They know that the ultimates are down, but looks like Light of Heaven. They're having to defend. Actually, IG are going to back off from this, so they're not going to lose. They're not going to lose the tower. Just going to lose a team fight. I mean, just isn't really a good. It's like not like just lose a team fight, but actually, what is that? A Ghost Scepter? So he's not able to be right quick for about 4 seconds. That might give him enough time to TP out of a bad situation. That is 1,600 gold that he's not able to spend on an offensive item, which he needs. And they're gonna go. They're gonna actually. They got the tower, so they get a little bit of gold for that, but it's really not enough. And they're gonna continue to press onwards, and try to catch IG off. I think IG figured this out. They're defending their tier 1 tower. This is really a hard tower to defend. As I said before, it's just difficult to find an engagement point. And the nuke gonna come out here front. Keep it a light and deal just a little bit of damage, not going to take too much of it. And the tower now being melted down away. The gravity is going to be pulled off, plus the Shiva's guard popped out. They're going to finish off the bear. That is the only thing they're going to catch yet so far, but Light of Heaven is going to be caught with a Psionic Trap. He's going to be slowed, and the bear is going to be finished off again. He has a ton of farm on that bear. He really cannot lose that bear. He does not want to lose that bear for another few minutes. And you're going to go back inside. The Darkseer wall is going to be popped off. Light of Heaven taking a good amount of damage. Looking pretty low. We do have the bear has been finished off. Light of Heaven has to be backing off. He's really low on life. Havast is still alive. We do have a kill. They finish off Naga Siren. And what is this? This meld is going a long way. Someone TP'd themselves out. The song is popped off. And Puppey is going to be finished off as well as Havast due to a Ravage. And meld. I don't know where the meld went. Templar Assassin killed Puppey, so I was in the bottom lane. I don't know where the meld went. I think it might have hit already. But Navi losing yet another team fight, so IG are going to continue to press their advantage. And Navi looking for some Hail Marys. I don't think they got it, and the XP is now going to be out of control, as well as the gold is 15k out of control. We've seen teams come back from this, but if they lose the racks, I don't think they can come back. At 30 seconds before this is up, and just Havast, their main carry, just does not have the farm that he usually has. He's just not able to be as relevant in the team fight. Light of Heaven, not usually the carry, and he is the one with the a lot of the farm. But his bear is down for another 40 seconds, so all of his farm is basically gone right now. And IG really could continue to take this, but they aren't. They're still going to play it safe. They're going to back off, just dealing a little bit of damage to the tier 3 tower, and going to Roshan is not up yet, and they're going to back off.
Swiftly to the temple's defense.
Anyways, Daedalus is now finished up on Templar Assassin. She's getting really huge. Manta style. I don't know what else she can really buy, but I'm sure she'll find something. Just too much damage going to be able to come out from her. It's going to be really hard to be able to stop her. Light of Heaven. Finally, now his bear is back, and Navi continuing. And, Puppey, I'm really not sure that this Nyx pick did not work out for Puppey. He was trying to throw something interesting out of here, but they didn't get the kills in the aggressive tri-lane, and Puppey just hasn't been on point with his ganks. 0 for 7. 7 assists, though. And Arsart right now, he has been quite relevant in his team fights, getting 3 of their kills, 7 of the assists, and only 2 deaths on him. But Dendi, they've been really focusing on Dendi. He has have definitely been having a hard time. 6 kills on him, and not able to seal the Ravage that they've been trying to do. He's just been melted down away, just because Templar Assassin is so huge. He really is going to be focused down on and killed just instantly if he ever takes any sort of lockdown. And again, Ferrari just hitting all of the right psionic traps. Pause coming out. Faith is actually having a little bit of a problem, and I know I was having a little bit of a problem. I'm going to take this time just to go out and it's only 50,000 viewers in the client, so maybe let's see a little bit more. Anyways, what am I talking about? Ah, yeah, what I was going to say is that you have Light of Heaven. He does have the highest amount of farm in the game, highest amount of gold in the game, but Zhou, Ferrari, YYF, and Chuan are what he's up against. And they have all out-farmed Havast, Dendi, Arsart, and Puppey. So, I mean, he has a lot to carry against. Can the Lone Druid do it? I'm not really sure about that. Zoe has now finished up his Diffusal Blade, Manta Style. Nothing new quite on him, but I do think that he should have more gold for that, but no, there's no items being purchased up right now. Haven't been able to farm. Just been inside of team fights, and it looks like Tidehunter is building an Orchids. And Orchids would be really strong. Dendi could be figured out with a Silence. And I mean, YYF has just been really huge. The Shiva's Guard really helping him out. He's extremely difficult to take down. Now look at hero levels right now. I'm going to talk about this. Templar Assassin and Darkseer both out level Light of Heaven, and he and no one else is anywhere near them. So they are going to have to... that is just another hurdle that Light of Heaven is going to have to deal with. Oh my god, my brain is going nuts. Anyways, Navi is gathered up here in the lane, and I think that, yeah, IG know where they are and looking to start off a team fight. They're going to get Arsart right now. He's going to get caught up. This is a bad one for him to lose. He's going to be pulled in. I think Ghost Scepter just popped off on him. He's a Pulse Nova going off. The damage is coming out from him, but he's going to be the only one. Ravage going to be popped off. Arsart should be able to go down. Yeah, he does go down right now. There goes the Pulse Nova damage. Voss is now popping up his Magic Immunity, and the Song is now popped off right now. So the Ravage has already been popped. They're just going to drop it. He's going to pull them in. Puppy is going to go down to this. Dendi is now put up a Ghost Scepter, but Light of Heaven dealing a lot of damage to Ferrari. Ferrari might go down. Dendi is able to get himself away, but he's going to be ensnared, and that's going to be the end of him. Really want to get on Ferrari, but Ferrari is just so fast right now and blinks himself away. Dendi goes down, and yet another team fight goes the way of IG. They're still playing it safe though, and they do have the two Darkseer walls, but it's not a great spot. Light of Heaven just doing whatever he can. He's not going to go for that. He's going to come into the top lane and defend against this top tower. So IG, they're playing safe, but I mean, they're just so powerful right now. Not too much reason why they can't go in for a team fight and end this one. Put Navi out of their misery. Gold, XP, just way too much for Navi to have to deal with. They are going to try to do it though. They're giving it their all. They're going to go in, try to steal off Roshan. The Song of the Siren is up yet a freaking again. They're going to get another Roshan, and they catch out the Bear, as well as Light of Heaven and Arsart. So the Siren Trap going to come down. The Gravity going to pull themselves in. Actually taking a lot of damage. The Pulse Nova doing its work. Light of Heaven is actually low on health. Light of Heaven goes down. They do lose Arsart as well as Light of Heaven, and I don't think that I don't know what he can do against this. His Bear is down, and we do have another kill on Juggernaut. Havost goes down. This is not great. They do have they buy back in here from Light of Heaven. This is going to be the final defense. If they cannot stand against this, there is nothing that they can stand against. IG are not pushing in yet for some reason. This is kind of ridiculous, but I mean, $1 million is on the line, so play it safe. Is the Immortal now up on Joe Nagasirene. And there's just no farm. No one has been able to get any farm. Havost still sitting on the same thing he was before, purchasing up on Robe of the Magi. I'm really not sure what he's building. Yeah, let me look it up, because it looks like IG is not going to initiate. Plate Mail can be built into Assault Cuirass or Shiva's Guard, and Shiva's Guard does not need Robe of the Magi, so I don't know why he has this robe. What are they waiting for, to be honest? Excess of 25k in their favor. What the heck are they waiting for? If Chi's up on Templar Assassin, they have Daedalus, Manta Style, Blink Dagger. Joe has, like, ridiculous farm. Beating out Light of Heaven at this point. Manta Style, Lincoln Sphere, plus an Aegis, plus buyback. And, just end it, man. Anyways, they're going to try to get going. Another initiation of the team fight. The ultimate is now popped off from Joe, and they're going to back off. They're not ready to take that team fight. They're a little bit out of position. Now Nagasirene is teleporting herself out to the top lane. Hero level, 21 on YYF, 20 on Ferrari, 20 on Zhou. Light of Heaven is the only one that matches that. Next is Havas at 16, Dendi at 16, 14 on Arsart, and Puppy is now 13. They have won at least 3 team fights. So I don't know what their plan is, and I don't know what they're waiting for. Nagasari and she has a good amount of go. Maybe she's waiting for the Radiance right now. I think Templar Assassin's basically maxed out. You could probably, I'm sure there's something else she could buy. But a little 2,000 gold, probably going to be far away from whatever build she's going for over there. Dendi's still grouping up, still want to take this. They're not going to give it up until, they have lost the Ancients, I think. I think they're going to hold out until the end of the game. Never going to call GG. Even if they lose like 3 racks, it's probably just wait. They can actually deny the top tower and deny that farm. It was pretty much low on life on the Radiance. Doing a good amount of work for Light of Heaven. He has, he bought something. And actually he's bought himself a Demon Edge. Is that going to finish off? No, not going to finish off Daedalus. He's not anywhere. He still needs like 3,000 gold before he can finish off a Daedalus or an MKB. Still about 3,000 gold away from that. There's IG coming up here. They have the Heart now finished up on Zhou. The illusions are pretty huge. Zhou is pretty huge. She has even more illusions to back these ones up. And we're just going to blow them. We're going to take the tower right now. Na'Vi has really not too much to answer to this, but they're still going to play it safe and not go into the base. Puppy's now caught out. He is going to be focused down on him. The Omni stack now coming out from Juggernaut. They're doing what they can. They're backing themselves away. They're really not taking too much damage from it, though. The Ravage is now popped off, and the counter Ravage on Na'Vi. Chuan might actually go down right now, but really low life. Actually, they're going to take out Templar Assassin as well as Tidehunter, and Light of Heaven is actually still alive, and he's teleported himself back in. He's on 70 life. They did burn the Aegis now on Zhou. They have the ensnare up on Dendi. This may be a kill on him, but the Ghost Scepter is going to save him. Now he is float. He's going to be finished off, and that is 2 heroes down for Na'Vi, 2 heroes down for IG, but they are able to get the tower is actually denied here by Puppy, and they're going to go for the melee barracks. Fortifications are now popped off. Buyback here from Dendi. Going to cast up a Fade Bolt and pop off one of the illusions right now. And Havas is out here. He's actually going to get caught out and finished off. 60 seconds until he's back. And the Light of Heaven is now coming himself into here, trying to defend against their tower, trying to defend their barracks. YYF is taking a good amount of damage. He's pretty low. The vacuum is still going to be pulling himself in. Light of Heaven is pretty tanky right now, but he's kind of low on life. He loses his bear. His bear is down for 50 seconds. That is no farm available on him. We have Puppy coming in, trying to stun up Ferrari, but Light of Heaven over here, taken by Zhou. Zhou really hasn't taken too much damage. Actually, she did lose one of her Aegises. They're chasing him back into the base right now, and going to be finally finishing off that barracks. There's one barracks. A TPN. The song is up yet again. And Arsart is going to pull himself into this thing, and it looks like they're going to back themselves away now that they have the barracks that they were looking for. And IG still going to play it safe, going to go back. They do lose yet another tower, so all their tier 3 towers are down. And IG probably going to group up here and push yet again.
Double damage.
I think that the gold is still in favor of the Radiant. And I think the experience is still in favor of the Radiant by a small margin. Light of Heaven has nothing else finished up right now. He has about 500 gold to his name. Nothing new on him, and they're just going to continue to push Na'Vi. Havas is trying to get some farm. They just have a Blade Mail finished up, and that was what that Robe of the Magi was for. The armor is really just to try to make him a little bit more survivable in the team fight. Which I don't know how they have been able to do anything in, by the way. But they've been able to stand against it enough that IG haven't completely won just yet. Na'Vi are spread out right now. It looks like they want to push the fight up to the top lane. Faith now has ultimate orb and 3k and like 15k gold. Ferrari has about 3k gold as well. Chuan now has a refresher orb. So that's big. It's 2 Ravages. I think that is new. Certainly. The Drum of the True Sight just dropped down. Okay, he's gonna then Jordan's gonna pick that one up. And here we go. We're gonna have the bear. Gonna be pulling it, light coming in. He has a ton of hit points, but he's losing them really, really, really fast. We have 1 Ravage popped off. The ultimate orb has not been used quite yet. 20 taking a lot of damage. The 2nd Ravage is popped off. 3rd Ravage out from Dendi. Waiwa and the IG side still surviving against this team fight. Navi losing Lone Druid. Boss is going to be lost right now. AA is going to go down, and actually he's not going to go down. He's going to get himself away from this. We're very low on life. Temporary Assassin blinking in. Take it out. Team wipe for Navi. GG called out. That is the end of it. Navi lose. Navi do not contend their championship. IG win it. And that is the end of the international $1 million going the way of IG and I Am Love Is Dead. And I'm going to be signing off, and I'm done with Dota for like 3 hours or so.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But I'm just going to
Radiant's
wait
bottom tower
for
is under
the
attack.
screen to come up. Actually, screw it.